Hey everyone, in today's video we are going to paint the color chart for Kusakabe Artist Watercolors. So this is the 12 tube set that I bought in Japan a few years ago. Kusakabe is a Japanese company. I went to their website to have a look and it seems like they only have this artist series. And in this series there is a total of 90 colors. This is the color chart that I have drawn. After painting this, we'll compare it with some of the recent charts that I have painted. So let's start with this permanent yellow light. On their website, they say their colors are bright and has glossy transparency. So we'll see what that means today. Permanent yellow light is made with PY1. It has a light fast rating of 4 out of 5 stars. That looks like a nice meat yellow to me. So this is vermilion, PR4. This is a warm red. Vermilion seems quite transparent. And now we have Prussian blue. This is a deep dark blue. Let me add more paint to the top to get the intensity. This is supposed to be transparent, but because this blue is so dark, sometimes you cannot see the lines behind. Prussian blue is PB27 and it looks like it's quite transparent. It dries lighter, so now you can see the text that I have written. This is Viridian New, PG7. This color looks very much like phthalo green to me. Very intense, very bright color. Let's add a bit more water here to let it run down. This is Burnt Sienna, PBR7. The paper that I'm painting on is the Arches 100% cotton watercolor paper. So with certain colors, I think they spread a bit faster. With some colors, it's a bit slower. This is a nice version of Burnt Sienna. It looks quite intense. Ivory Black, PBK6. The paper surface is wet, but this paint doesn't move much. So this is very intense. And this is yellow ochre. This is a nice color for mixing skin tones. So this doesn't look very transparent, so if you want it to be transparent, you have to add a lot more water. And this paint doesn't seem to move much. This is Rose Madder, PR83, a very intense cool red. This paint, or at least this color, doesn't seem to move much. Let me add a bit more water. This is Ultramarine Light, PB29. You can see the difference. It's very obvious compared to Prussian blue. On the side, I see some granulation. Again, the paint doesn't move much. And even though Viridian on the side has already dried, I accidentally put some Viridian into the wet wash here, and I was able to lift Viridian. Kusakabe actually labeled this as a non-transparent color, but obviously this is transparent. Sap Green, PG36, PY100. This is a bright, vibrant yellow green. Last color here is PBR7 that is used to make burnt umber. This is the same pigment as burnt sienna that is on the left side. This looks quite intense. Now the colors, this paint, again, it doesn't seem to move much even though the paper surface is wet. Let me add a bit more water. So this is the completed color chart. From what I can see, the colors seem to be quite vibrant and they are quite transparent as well. However, to achieve the intensity, it seems like you have to use a bit more paint. So for example, here with vermilion, this color doesn't look as intense, as vibrant as it should be. So if I use more paint here, it will probably be more vibrant. And with rose madder, when I squeeze the paint out of the tube and paint it with it, it looks like this. But here you can see with more paint, it's more intense. What this means is you're probably going to use up your paint pretty quickly. The other thing I noticed is the paint, the colors, they don't seem to spread as well on wet surface compared to other brands. Maybe it has something to do with my technique, but when I'm using other brands, for example with White Nights, I was able to get the colors blend softly, blend easily. But for Kusakabe, permanent yellow light blends nicely, but with the other colors, it's a bit difficult for me to get that gradation. Out of the 12 colors, the more granulating colors are burnt umber, burnt sienna. We have some granulation with viridian and also ultramarine light. This is quite a versatile color palette for color mixing. We can get bright orange, there is a lot of green, purple, violets, a bit limited, but at least you can get vibrant purples with ultramarine light and rose madder. For the grays, we can mix Prussian blue with burnt sienna or Prussian blue with burnt umber. This is ultramarine light with burnt sienna, and this is ultramarine light with burnt umber. When diluted with water, you can get these light tones, which are lovely. So based on my first impression, the quality seems to be good enough. Let's compare it to White Nights. Seems to be pretty comparable. Perhaps White Nights, the colors are a bit cleaner because there is no granulation. And this is Holbein. The colors here are a bit cleaner as well because there's no granulation. With Holbein, the light washes seem to be very even, very flat compared to Kusakabe where I can see some unevenness. I see this with White Nights as well, but for intense colors it seems fine. So that's all for today's video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, I just want to let you know that I'm selling off some excess watercolor paint that I have to make space to get more colors to try out and to feature on my YouTube channel. So if you are interested to get some watercolor paint, you can check out the link in the video description below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!